Sarah Ferguson is reportedly preparing a $14 million tell-all memoir that she believes could shake the foundations of the royal family. Rumors suggest she intends to reveal private conversations, buried scandals, and years of palace secrets, claiming she had warned aides about Prince Andrew's relationship with Jeffrey Epstein long before it became public. For the first time in 4 decades, Fergie appears ready to speak without restraint. Publishers compare the proposed book to Prince Harry's Spare, while television networks are said to be offering 6-figure deals for exclusive interviews. Palace insiders fear she could expose much more than embarrassing anecdotes, and staff worry that she may reveal long-protected internal affairs. Sarah Margaret Ferguson was born on October 15, 1959, in London. Her father, Major Ronald Ferguson, managed the royal family's polo ponies, while her mother, Susan Wright, came from old aristocratic roots. Although Sarah grew up in a middle-class environment, royalty was always close. She saw the Queen's horses, attended polo matches, and moved in circles adjacent to the monarchy. Her parents divorced when she was 13, and her mother moved to Argentina with a new partner. Sarah remained in England, adjusting to a reorganized family and developing early independence. She spent her youth riding horses, which became her refuge as her home life shifted around her. School was not her strongest suit academically, but she excelled in sports and drama and later learned professional skills at a secretarial college in Ascot. By 18, she entered the workforce. She worked at a travel agency, then as a receptionist at Capital Radio, where she handled celebrities and developed confidence in social settings. Later she joined PR firms and worked at an art gallery, gaining experience with people and publicity. At 18, she even attempted to start a business importing French crystal and British wool, but it collapsed within a year. The setback did not halt her drive. She later joined British Airways as a junior publicist, organizing events and meeting influential figures. In 1980, she became a press officer for Mills & Boon, boosting sales abroad, and a year later wrote her first novel, which was rejected by publishers but revealed her early writing ambitions. By 1982, she was freelancing for Tatler, writing about polo and high society events. Sarah first met Prince Andrew as a child at polo matches, but their relationship truly began when Princess Diana reintroduced them at Ascot in 1985. They connected instantly, sharing humor and adventure. Sarah even took helicopter lessons and obtained her private pilot's license in 1987, impressing Andrew. He proposed the previous year at Flore's Castle with a ruby and diamond ring chosen to match her red hair. Their wedding on July 23, 1986, was watched by around 500 million people. Her gown, heavy with pearls and a 17-foot train, made her appear like a fairy tale bride. After the wedding, she threw herself into royal duties, completing over 100 engagements in her first year. Her writing career continued alongside royal life. She published children's books, including the successful Budgie the Little Helicopter, which became a popular TV show in 1994. She later donated £1 million of her book earnings to help launch the National Literacy Trust. In the early 1990s, she became deeply involved in charity work, raising millions for children and cancer support. She visited patients, attended events, and became known for hands-on involvement. Her foundation expanded internationally, funding projects in India, South Africa, and the United States. She raised money through book tours, auctions, and large fundraising dinners. Her empathy and presence made her a trusted figure among families and patients. However, media fascination with her private life grew. In 1992, photographs of her with her financial advisor John Bryan caused explosive scandal. The press mocked her relentlessly, and her marriage deteriorated. She and Andrew divorced in 1996. Although she kept the Duchess of York title, she no longer had royal standing. She received a financial settlement but was later plagued by mounting debts. By 2010, her financial troubles peaked and she accepted money from Jeffrey Epstein, later claiming she did not understand its implications. When emails emerged years later thanking him and calling him a supreme friend, public anger resurfaced. Charities distanced themselves and publishers canceled projects. Her image, once softened by charity and television work, was damaged again. To save her finances, she began working extensively in American media, appearing in more than 30 Hallmark movies and earning significant income. She also wrote dozens of books, including a Victorian mystery series that found commercial success. In 2019, she refocused on literacy efforts through the Little Red Foundation and continued charity work during the pandemic, raising over $1 million for schools. But her name remained entangled with the Epstein controversy, and when the leaked emails became widely discussed in 2025, institutions rapidly severed ties. 7 charities dropped her, including those she had supported for decades. A children's book was canceled, and stores removed listings. Invitations disappeared. The palace grew increasingly uneasy. King Charles reportedly summoned her in September 2025, advising silence. Weeks later, Prince Andrew was stripped of his remaining titles, and by protocol Sarah lost the right to use Duchess of York publicly. She was asked to leave Royal Lodge by early 2026 and moved temporarily to live with her daughter Eugenie abroad. The severing of royal ties left her without a permanent base and deepened her sense of betrayal. Feeling rejected after years of loyalty, she began preparing to turn her experience into a memoir, one that could reclaim her narrative and perhaps settle old scores. The memoir reportedly draws on diaries spanning decades, containing private conversations, warnings she believes she gave about Andrew and Epstein, and reflections on how she felt the palace used her as a shield before discarding her. For publishers, controversy promises sales. For television, interviews promise viewers. For Sarah Ferguson, it may be the final opportunity to tell her version of events, rather than letting history speak for her. She appears to see the memoir as both catharsis and retaliation, a chance to break silence, defend herself, and expose what she believes has long been hidden. After years of adoration, scandal, philanthropy, reinvention, and downfall, Sarah Ferguson stands poised to redefine herself once again. Not as a duchess or charity patron, but as the woman who finally speaks aloud the secrets she kept behind palace walls.